the good cop?
Oh, I think it's definitely me. She's definitely the bad cop.
I'm the enforcer.
Who's more organized? Who's got the best style?
Oh, her, for sure.
Who's more of a jet setter?
And?
Who's the fancy one?
You like to be pretty fancy, my friend.
Okay, well.
I don't know. I say that's a tie.
Who always knows the hottest restaurant?
I'd say we're both lacking in that department. I'm not sure.
Who is the tiniest?
Oh, definitely. There's no contest.
Who's the better multitasker?
I'm gonna go Ann.
Yep.
Who's the better cook?
I like to chef it up.
Who's got the best eye for design?
Ann, for sure.
Who is the healthier eater? Who's the daredevil?
I think it's you.
Yeah.
She's an incredible skier. I stay on the wide, well-groomed trails, and she's going off into the woods and, off.
Like, follow me
off
down this
piste.
cliff. I'm Anne Marie,
I'm Glenn.
and today we're going to be answering some questions.
How and when did we meet? You should tell the story,
So
too.
we met on Thursday nights at a tennis club where I had a weekly court with my female friends and he had a weekly court with his male friends. And they were the envy of the club because they cooked a dinner for each other. It was a schedule of dinner, drinks after they played, and they would have a blast. And the women would bring a bottle of wine and a bag of chips. So we were envious of them, and it was a lot of fun to watch them. And then all of a sudden, Glenn started saying, "Hi, I'm Glenn Schwitter," in the most earnest, lovely way. Like, "Hi, I'm Glenn Schwitter. Can I carry your books to class?" That was basically his whole affect, which I thought was adorable.
The women also really wanted to get in on eating our chef-prepared meals and signature cocktails. So in a very famous moment at Christmas time when we were on the tennis courts, this is when we were kind of
Getting
to know
each
one another.
flirting.
And left a wonderful bottle of tequila on the table for us to enjoy. She didn't stay for it, but she left it for us to enjoy. And that was made you a legend to my friends. And they said, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing.
I left them a note that said, "Cheers, bitch." And that was it.
I wasn't going to say that word. But
Well,
that's okay.
you can cut that if you want, but that's what it said. If you ever hear me say that, that's where that comes from.
Best business advice you have ever received?
You have to outwork everyone, but you also have to work smart. You can put in tons of hours and not achieve anything, but one of my goals is always to try to keep on being smart about things. And I think my dad taught me that. Like, wake up, look around, see what's happening around you, and try to figure out the best avenue. Not the smartest person in the room, but just try to be smart about all your decisions.
I think if I could add, being respectful of everyone. We try and bring a certain kindness to our clients. We've already alluded to the fact that we become friends with many of them, if not all of them. Being nice, yes, but it's really about respecting people and everything they are and do. And favorite recent binge watch?
Peaky Blinders.
Why?
It reminds me of real estate in New York City.
Okay.
Glenn, what is a talent or hobby you have that people are surprised to learn about you?
That's a tough one.
I think it's that you're the best tennis player at the New York Athletic Club.
Sorry.
That's what I think.
Yes, I play a lot of racket sports, and I played tennis in college, and I played paddle tennis at a very high competitive level, so I guess that's it. What are you most grateful for?
I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for our children, and I'm grateful that I finally live in New York City again after 30 years of being away.
Favorite show of all time?
I always liked the Mary Tyler Moore Show. That's my favorite.
You should definitely ask me that question, too.
Okay.
You know the answer.
I don't know. Do I? What is your...
So
what
my
is-
favorite show of all time is Seinfeld, which is probably not
Yes.
too dissimilar from some of the people that we know and maybe even in this room. But I will say that is the quintessential show to me. The humor was perfect. I wish the show was still on, but I can still watch any rerun and laugh as hard as I did the first time I ever saw the show.
What are some traits you look for when you're hiring?
Very easy to answer. We're looking for decent people who want to outwork our competition and at the end of the day live basically balanced lives and are kind to everyone in their sphere of influence.
We work hard, we're filled with integrity, and we will always do what's best for our client and not what's best for ourselves.
How do you clear the clutter and get focused?
As you may have guessed, that's difficult for me since he's the organized one. I love to just shut everything off, go for a run, get myself quiet in my head, and then come in and focus on whatever it is and work hard for, 2 hours, take a break. But I have to shut everything else out. What is a business skill that I have that you respect?
Anne's got a lot of skills, but what I mostly respect about Anne is how good she is with our clients. She works so well with them, and she is always on point and always doing the right things by them. You do something really special with your clients. It's just amazing to watch.
Thank
Your
you.
analytical, technical knowledge of actual real estate comps and values is outstanding.
Thank you. I feel like our clients ultimately become our friends as well. They trust us. It becomes a very close bond, and we're still friends with almost all of them.
Tell me, what do you love most about real estate?
I love meeting new people. I love digging in, finding out what their real needs are. Often they come in at first and they think they know what they want, and then as we dig in and talk about it, they realize they really want something else, and then finding it for them. For so many people, it's their biggest investment, and it's a very important decision, and I help them analyze all the data so that we can make the right decision for them. What is your favorite vacation spot?
So we have a chance to travel a fair amount, but probably our favorite vacation spot is out on Long Island, and we go out to a town called Amagansett out on the end of eastern Long Island, and it is just a wonderful place to be, particularly off season when there are less people and it's really quiet.
I had never been to the Hamptons until I met Glenn, and it's a different world out there. I really like it. Very pretty.
What made you confident we would be good business partners?
Oh, I just know you so well. And you work hard, you're extremely thorough, you're very smart, and we have the same values. That's the most important thing. We bring the same qualities to our clients, and there's never an argument about what is the right thing to do for someone. I love that.
Well, it's very nice of you to say. I am really
Okay.
confident about our partnership because we actually have different skills. And I am probably more, the person trying to expand our social circle and trying to meet as many people as we can and work. I just love being around people. I have a lot of friends, and it's great introducing them to Anne and introducing me to them. And then she comes in with all this incredible technical skill, the analytics, and that makes us a very strong team.
Glenn, what is a positive habit or personality trait that you've worked hard to develop?
I would say continuing to work every single day with a discipline towards networking. It is something for me it comes naturally, but it is also something that you have to carve out time every day to do. And I try every morning between 9 and 11 to do that kind of work so that I am expanding my universe, touching base with people that matter to me, and seeing if I can help them with their real estate needs in New York City.
What does a good partnership look like to you?
A good partnership is something I've looked for my entire life, whether it's personal or business. I've always sought out people that had different skills than I had, but that always had my back no matter what. So we can talk about the things that are difficult, we can challenge one another, but my God, at the end of the day, I have that person's support. I have now found that in, obviously, my personal life and my professional life, and it is the most ideal partnership I could ever have imagined, and I think I was always searching for in my life. That's what makes it for me.
I couldn't have said it better. I feel the same way about you, my dear. Okay, well, I think we're almost done with our questions, and I've really enjoyed chatting with you, Glenn, and learning a few more new items about you, a few more details, and I want to thank the audience for sitting in on our conversation.
Well, I will say the exact same thing, basically. It is wonderful being your partner. I've enjoyed this session immensely, learning a little bit more about us and you, and I thank the audience for taking the time to watch this presentation. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.